Maoli Shani Bonse. Welcome back and welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Tembi and today I am going to be talking about the unexpected red theory. So of course I'm dressed on theme because I do love the color red. Red is definitely one of my favorite colors. But I also love that one can design a beautiful space with the color red. In this case, we're just going to be adding smaller doses because we're not looking for room that is drenched in this color. So I would like to share some really cool ways that you can incorporate this color into your homes and make them pop, but also make them feel well designed at the same time. In case you're wondering, what is the unexpected red theory? Essentially, this is a design concept that suggests adding a touch of red to a space, even if it doesn't match the existing color scheme. The idea is that red, even in small doses, can prevent a cool tone palette from appearing flat and make a room feel more cohesive and vibrant. The theory also emphasizes balance and surprise, using red in unexpected ways to bring fresh energy without overwhelming the space. Now, as usual, when I'm talking about any color, any given color on this channel, I like to also give you the psychology of that color. So red is an emotionally intense color that demands attention like no other color on the spectrum or of the spectrum. It is stimulating, energetic, and enhances our physical needs, increasing the appetite, for example. Still, red is also a dramatic color. The color red instills anger, aggressivity or aggressiveness, dominance, and even impulsiveness. Because red is such an emotionally intense hue, it can be overwhelming when overused. And now let's look at some of the effects of this color. It draws attention, creates caution. It also stimulates you and provokes you. So some of the positive attributes of red are that it increases vitality, sexuality, excitement, and confidence. And I think I'm going to end here with the explanations. First and foremost, let's consider adding smaller doses of this color and how it can just really lift up a room or lift up your space. For starters, I think that going with natural elements is going to be the easiest way for you to be able to test it out and see just how well it works in a space. So for instance, if you are looking at something like a kitchen or a dining room, I would recommend that you try red apples or red fruit. I think that that pop of red is just going to help to really infuse that energetic color in your space and also lift that color palette that you have going on, so whatever it may be. So it could either be cooler or it could be warmer. So if you have a warm palette, for instance, it will work just as well. And then you can go a little bit further by incorporating red florals, and I think that that will really beautify any space. So be it you're looking at a bedroom, a living room, a bathroom, even a kitchen, that will just help to lift up the space as well. So since we're thinking about smaller doses, I think that you can also include pieces of decor in the red tones as well. I have a lampshade in our living room that I absolutely love, and it is in this rich, deep red color. It also has some cream as well, but I just love how it brings in that pop of color in our living room. But I think that just incorporating that lampshade has really helped to liven up our space. And as you can see behind me, I have some red roses as well. And I also decided to add some red candles, which you can do as well, and that will help to even bring in some continuity. So when we're talking about dosage, it could be either just one item or it could be a couple of items, especially if you want to create some continuity so that it's just not this eyesore in your space. But for the most part, I will say that it actually depends on the size of the item that you're incorporating. If let's say you have a red couch in your space, you can add some red florals, but you don't really have to because the couch itself takes up a lot of space in that room, and so you don't really have to worry about adding too many red pieces. So you can definitely go the furniture route. I think that that will be amazing, and I think that it's also important for you to understand the differences that certain tones of red are going to make. So personally, I love deep reds because I think they're not too jarring when it comes to the impact that they make, and because they're on the deeper end, I could add more than one piece because it just works better that way. Had I used a true red, for instance, in the lampshade, I don't think I would have wanted to continue with that tone throughout our space. I think it would have been a little too much because true reds or bright reds are very, very vibrant. And I think that they're the tones that will end up feeling really overwhelming. So keep that in mind as well. Personally, I prefer deep reds to really bright reds, but that doesn't mean that a bright red cannot look amazing in your space. And since we're talking about decor pieces, I think that a vase can make a difference, or you could go for a piece of art that would look absolutely lovely. How about a red framed mirror? Somebody mentioned red in my last video, and I actually love that suggestion. I will talk about it in a future video, but I usually don't ever consider red framed mirrors, but can you imagine just incorporating that in your spaces? I think that will make such a statement and really help to lift up your space as well. If you're in a bedroom, you could go maybe for a red throw or some throw pillows in red, or you could maybe choose a red tapestry, something with reds in it, and you could also incorporate a red rug. So if that's your pop of red, I think a beautiful Turkish rug with reds, beautiful reds in it would look amazing. I have one in our kids' room and I absolutely love it. It just really helps to lift up their space, and I think that that is absolutely fantastic. So this concept is quite simple. We're not talking about anything that is overwhelming. Everything that I'm sharing on the screen with you is in smaller doses, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you tasteful examples so that way I could start you off on the right foot. And so I will end this video here. I'm definitely going to continue talking about the unexpected red theory in future videos because I am incorporating it into our space this year. It's just a color that has been speaking to me for some reason. And so I can't wait to give you more examples about this topic. And yeah, happy decorating. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. Please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already done so. And feel free to hype up this video if you're able to. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.